Welcome back to How to Raise a Reader. If you've been following along, you already know why early reading matters and how small, consistent habits create lifelong learners. But now we're tackling something a little bit closer to home: how we read. We've all done it. The bath, book, bed, done. That routine. You're tired, they're squirmy. You grab a book, breeze through the pages, and close it before you even notice what the story's about. Sound familiar? You're not alone. But what if I told you there's a big difference between simply reading a story and truly connecting through one? So let's call it what it is: the wrong way to read. It isn't about making mistakes with words or skipping pages. It's about treating reading like a task instead of an interactive experience. When we flip through pages without pausing, without looking, without engaging, kids miss out on what the storyline is meant to be: connection, curiosity, and above all, literacy. The wrong way is checklist reading. When the goal is to finish the book, in checklist mode, you might read every word, but miss the magic. So what's the right way? It's not complicated. It's about slowing down and inviting your child into the story. Point out pictures, ask questions, repeat favorite lines. Use silly voices, let them wiggle and giggle. Children learn best when all their senses are engaged. That's how they connect to the story, to their world. Interactive reading pauses for curiosity, laughter, and wonder. So, which sounds more like you right now? I know where I fell short. Take a moment to think about your typical reading routine. Are you finishing stories, or are you interacting with them? One of the tools we created to make it easier is the A to Z Literacy Journal. It's designed to help parents, grandparents, and caregivers track milestones, add observations, and get ideas for age-appropriate books, idioms, and activities. Why idioms? For children with learning differences like dyslexia, idioms help build vocabulary and confidence. They may seem small, but they make a big difference. Each page is a space to jot down discoveries, because those moments are clues to what lights them up as learners. Write down one question you could ask your child during story time tonight. Something open-ended, something that invites them to think. It might be as simple as, why do you think the dog looks sad? Or what would you do if you were the bear? That is part of being interactive with your reading. We didn't invent this idea out of thin air. We learned from experts like Maya Smart, who reminds us, parents are our child's first teachers, that teaching starts on day one. When you think about teaching a child to read, it's easy to assume the heavy lifting happens in school. But we believe that by the time the kids reach kindergarten, it should be about expanding possibilities. You don't need special training or a stack of lesson plans. You just need presence and a guide. When your child sees you are curious about a story, they become curious too. When you ask questions, they start asking their own. When you take time to listen, they learn that their thoughts matter. Reading together isn't about perfection. It's about presence, patience, and being interactive. Think of one way you can make reading together a calmer, more connected moment this week. Maybe it's turning off the TV. Maybe it's sitting on the floor instead of the couch. Maybe it's letting your child pick the book. Small shifts can lead to big changes. So tonight, don't worry about doing it perfectly. Just pick a story, slow down, and let curiosity lead the way. Read one story and add 2 questions, point to pictures, and if you can, throw in one "did you know?" Watch what happens. You'll see connection grow in real time, every giggle, every answer, every look of wonder. And when you do, you'll start to see reading not only as a task, not a task to finish, but as a bridge to something much bigger: understanding, imagination, and literacy. In our next session, Spark Method Explained, we'll show you exactly how to build on literacy with a step-by-step approach you can use every single day. Every page is a new chance to learn. Let's turn reading from routine into the road towards literacy.